The first country in the world, in modern times anyway, to institute a system of free secondary public education was the United States of America. And the United States of America did this a century ago, at a time when their level of development was not very much more than ours. I hope that all of us in Ghana can see the connection between that event and where America is today as the economic power of the world. I believe that if we understand that connection, we will all support this initiative. There will be in any new initiative some wrinkles, some glitches. But if we understand that this is important, not because a political party has made it its mantra and that the promise that it made is being fulfilled, but because it goes to the heart of what we need to do to get our country going. Our country is abundant with talent, with creativity, with people who have all kinds of contribution to make to the development of our society. What we need to do is to provide them the opportunity to express themselves. And if that opportunity is provided, I think very, very, very rapidly we'll see the transformation that all of us want to see in Ghana.
Reactions from relatives of the three individuals who for the next 20 years will be spending time in prison. And this was after Justice Abuaji Tano had found them guilty of conspiracy to rob as well as a robbery. They had pleaded not guilty to the two charges put against them. The narration that was put before the court was the fact that while Madam Akufo Addo Unveils on the 30th of December at 2:30 a.m. was on her way heading towards the airport out of the country to the United States of America, these two individuals who were in the vehicle with her and a third other person who was also sentenced came over with another vehicle, pointed a gun at the woman and made away with a handbag which contained her travel documents as well as an amount of $30,000 from her. Madam Akufo Addo Unveils expressed satisfaction with the decision of the court.
I am grateful to God that without committing any sin, someone who drives me wants to kill me and take my money.
No one will be coming. No one didn't see passport to be taken. Oh, they are going to
If not for you, I may have been killed. I thank you for your prayers. I did well.
We went into the transportation business when we came in power.
Oh, okay.
Of course. It's business. We went into it when we came to power. If that's what you want to get to, I have to work. I have to take the opportunities that I have to take. My company has to take. There is nothing wrong with anybody. The president at the inauguration said there is so much money to be made in the private sector. In fact, he qualified it, said so much. And I don't think that, Kojo, sitting here, you don't want to take some of those opportunities that the president has created. Everybody must go out there and look for them. So if we're getting to how come you have a contract, I have to have it. I'm looking for more. I'm working hard.
These opportunities were not available to you.
You think
under
NDC
the
were going?
previous
You think NDC were
government?
going to give it to me?
Why not?
No, we are in power and they are doing their business. Most people are angry because we have allowed them to run their businesses. They are doing their business. They are going about their business. But when we were in opposition, there was no way they were going to give it to us. You can't even tell Nanado that this person is NDC. He will ask you his NDC, shouldn't he eat for business to do?
So for a contract like this, it's quite a sensitive job you're doing. Transporting fuel, very sensitive. It's a highly regulated area. How did your company get this contract without any track record in that area?
You have to apply to transport fuel, and you are not on this show telling me that, boss, as big as it is, decided to give contracts to people they believe can't execute.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you notice, the majority have not attempted to give any reasons in this short summary. But let me add this. Election is not an event. It is a process from the beginning to the end. We will, I believe, be able to demonstrate why we reached our conclusion that taking the totality of the entire exercise, we were satisfied that the election was not conducted in accordance with the dictates of the Constitution.
Nearly an hour ago, the Deputy Minister for Agriculture, Honorable William Kwetu, came to see the President, the company of the Chief of Staff, Honorable Emma Pariose, and tendered in his resignation from office as Minister for the Deputy Minister for Agriculture. Probably he explained the reasons why he was doing so. I'm sure, as you said, we all know the reasons why he did so, and the President accepted his resignation, which takes immediate effect. President went on to wish him the very best of luck in his future endeavors. So yes, I can confirm to you that the Deputy Minister for Agriculture, Honorable William Kwetu, has tendered in his resignation.